Today we're gonna talk about women empowerment through music.
Communities in so much pain.
Luciana Garcia.
I'm a singer and a songwriter, and I am from Chile. I do mostly pop rock with a message of female empowerment.
Follow her social media and all the links that are attached below. They're there. So how exactly women empowerment represents you as an artist?
I was born and raised around very powerful and very inspiring women. So I think the passion for it was passed on to me. Therefore, it translates into my music. It also, like the little fire that I had as a kid, you know, looking at my grandma and my mom being all these like amazing women, got like fueled by facing a lot of discrimination and just people trying to keep me small or overlooking me just because I'm a woman. Like the number of times I've been in a room where it's like 5 men, me discussing a topic like politics or whatever, and it's like I'm not even there. So all those little things helped fuel the fire.
I understand you so much.
Oh, yeah.
As I was raised in like only with my mom, you know,
Yeah.
and I understand you so much, like through all my experience in the army and as a security. It's always like, it's always there, you know. You're a girl, so you kind of like need to always prove yourself twice harder than the guys, and so annoying. Do you feel any challenges that you need to struggle with just because you're a female in the music industry?
Yes, especially in the industry, not so much as an artist. Like when I'm in a show and everything, I'm leading, right, already in the show, and fans and friends are there to see me. So I don't struggle with it that much as an artist, but as the leader of my own project, definitely, like in networking events and everything. I've always been like, here I come, and you know, like live at the party, and you know, and people sometimes are just like, no, like no, and not just no, but like they just don't see me sometimes. I go to a lot of networking or just events with my guitarist. The number of times we've been like talking to somebody and I'm a part of the conversation and my guitarist is like, oh yeah, well she's a singer and I play guitar for her. And it's this guy that just talks to him.
Oh, I felt that.
And I'm just like, dude, I am right here, like hello. No, it sucks. It sucks
because I felt it. It's like, hi.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm here.
Yeah.
It happens.
Definitely.
Wow. That sucks that we need to deal with that. And we need to change that.
Yes, we do. We definitely do.
Do you do anything to support that cause besides music? Besides the songs that you're writing?
Yes, definitely. I mean, aside from spreading the word on social media all the time, I'm a part of Women in Music. It's a great organization. Women, check it out. It's great. And it's, you know, it's just, there's so many opportunities and it's just a bunch of women bringing each other up. I do a lot of performances of female empowerment organizations, focus on, you know, finding female engineers, doing projects where women are playing instruments, which is surprisingly so rare. Yeah, giving them jobs as well, giving ourselves jobs. And I've been focusing a lot on empowering women I meet one-to-one. Not just like, hey, here's a nice post about female empowerment. Just like when I'm talking to somebody, there's so many little things, and anyone can do this. There's so many little things that show a woman's little insecurities that can be completely shifted with just one conversation. Like, I ran into my friend the other day, like I'm very clumsy, and I ran into her and she was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm like, don't apologize if you didn't do anything wrong. You know, if anything I should be saying sorry, because I am so clumsy, like I am forever bruised everywhere all the time. Anyway, so telling her, like, don't apologize, you know, stand up for yourself. You're in it to win it, you know, and telling just women I meet about empowerment, you know, and helping them too. And I think, you know, the one-on-one or in-person thing has a much greater impact.
Okay, so what is the big dream? What's the main goal?
Okay, I dream of a world where everybody has the same opportunities. And through my music, I want to build a community as large as possible that helps that goal. You know, because that's something we have to achieve as humans in general, not just me. But But through my music, yeah, I want to build a gigantic community that spreads the word of love and inclusion and equality, and yeah, makes this world a better place.
I can associate with you so much because I stand for the same goal. My music talks. My music is not pop; it's rap. But I still like we stand for the same goal, and I can see you like like later in the career. I can see like us performing in the same place because it's actually this. It's like it's all about women empowerment, equal rights, opportunities, and like chasing the dreams.
That's awesome.
I believe in this so much, and that's why I support what you do because it's amazing. I think this is our place as an artist. You have the opportunity to affect other people because you have the voice, you have the stage for it, And if you're not using it, it's just a waste of time.
That's true.
Because you are so powerful when you go and you have all these followers and listeners, and you need to use that stage and use that place for a good message.
Yeah.
And not just for I want to be famous.
Yeah.
Because this is not.
I mean, we have to take it seriously, when you go on Spotify and it says this many weekly listeners, that's what they are, listeners. They're listening to what you have to say. So what do you have to say, like.
And when you have a strong message, it's not only about the music. It's not only about, she has a great song. I think take Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
It's not about her songs. It's about her personality, what she represents, what she believes in. It's like, and people listen to it. People follow that.
We make this world a better place.
Yeah. And talking about influence, let's talk a little bit about all the social media and the online presence. Can you talk a little bit about that and how you use that for representing yourself?
I try to be just me. You have to pick a brand and color palettes on your social media so it looks nice. But all of that within me being myself and fans and friends and followers getting access to who I am, and what I do. Rather than, I post on my stories when I've had a bad day all the time. Like, if I'm too tired or something, I'm like, hey, who's tired? Send me some words of encouragement because I need them right now. Or I send words of encouragement when I have them. Like, it's all about building a community, not just showing this perfect image of yourself. Let's face it, it's not really attractive if you just post like low quality images or whatever. But I mean, just the other day I posted this picture that was like no makeup, no filter, and it's the picture that's gotten the most likes.
Oh wow!
And I'm like, wow, I felt so good, And
but that's how you learn. That's how you learn like what people want to interact with more.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I think you have a video on this too. Listen to what catches your attention. Is that But it's like, it really is like, what do your fans want, and give that to them within a balance of what do you have to give. Don't make up anything, but build it together. Like I always ask when I'm like, do they want more pictures, more videos of me singing, or do they want more pictures, or I'm happy to share all of it. So I just ask on my story, like, do you prefer singing videos or do you prefer like photo shoot pictures? I mean, people are happy to give their opinions.
Yeah,
so
people always like to share their opinion. Always. Like if you ask a question, people just, I want to say my opinion. So it's a great way to understand what your followers looking for, to get from you. It's amazing that like we learned that. I do it all the time. I look at my pictures and I look what time like is the best performance of my picture. Like what time are my followers awake and like on social media, what do they like? The videos, is the questions, like quotes.
Exactly. Listen to your followers like they listen to you.
Yes. And I think also social media, for us especially, it's a great tool because on social media we can find all those groups of the women rights, the equal rights, the I think they have like women business or something association that like you can actually like see, you can interact with them, you can see events, you can find place for you to perform, and you can see where are those people that you're like aiming for, that you're looking for.
That's true.
Which is also amazing. And also when I go to your profile, today, it happened to me today.
Oh,
I went to what the page that you said, women.
Affirm.
Women, and I went to their page and I wanted to follow, and then I saw your name followed by Luciana Garcia. I was like, oh wow, that's cool. And now I know that you support that. I know that you stand for it without even like talking to you. Because I see your name. So it's that these tools, like the social media tools, are amazing for finding your audience, and I talk about it all the time in I think all my videos about how important is the use of social media today, especially.
Also, using social media for something like booking gigs, I would find my favorite like local artists or my friends who are playing shows and stuff, see where are they playing, and then I would go to the social media of that venue or that organization and just find their contact and reach out to them.
Oh, that's amazing
So,
tip. That's amazing advice.
It just occurred to me like, why not? And that's how it began. And that's how I started playing shows, and then you start playing better and better shows, but, that's how I started, because it's overwhelming to be like, okay, I have a band now, I have some songs, what now? Like,
Yeah.
how do I don't know any promoters, I don't know any business people, like, what is that? It sounds so fancy and whatever.
Awesome.
Or if you go to a friend's gig, in the venue itself, just ask who's the booking person in this venue.
Okay, so a little bit before we finish this amazing video, I'm super enjoying that. That's
Yay.
awesome. Do you have any tips for the girls out there, for the solo artists?
Work on having a solid self-esteem and letting go of your ego. What I mean by that is, really believe in you, work on being the best you can at your art and as a person without putting yourself above or below anybody. Comparison will never suit you. Like, it will never help your true vision. So always work on you and being the best, very, very best you can every day without, trying to step on other people and poach things from other artists, bring each other up. So yeah, have a solid self-esteem, let go of your ego. That's an important one.
I think when you are confident enough about what you do, you don't have the need to step on other people.
That's true.
You don't need, because
That's true.
usually people that are trying to bring you down, those are people that kind of insecure about themselves, and they feel that you kind of like getting higher than them, so they feel they need to push you down. So if you're confident about it, you don't need to feel like you need to step on other people, which is a horrible thing to do. So don't do that.
The other thing, and this might sound a bit like controversial, but don't have a plan B. I know that sounds crazy.
No, I believe in that. I believe in that.
I mean, look, if you have really big plans for your career, if you want to, just be a musician and do some session work and then have a little bit of a fan base locally, then maybe don't take this advice. But if you're really passionate about this and have big dreams and want to play all the stadiums and arenas, you can't have a plan B. You have to do this, you have to need this and want this like you need to breathe. Just like you need oxygen, you need to accomplish your goals. Like, that's how much of yourself you have to put into it.
Yeah, because you have nowhere else to go. This is it. This is your life.
Exactly.
I believe in that. Every time that people say something like, "Oh, you need to have plan B," if something that doesn't work out, I'm like, it will work out.
Yeah.
Because I will make it work out. Because if you have a plan B, you kind of give yourself an excuse to not succeed,
Yeah.
So I believe so much in this advice. This is so important for those of you who like really want to be that and really want the success. Plan B is just gonna be in your way. Don't have it.
And the other thing is, always be willing to learn. There's something you can learn from literally everything that happens to you.
That's true.
Be eager to learn, like really want to know and be and grow as much as possible.
It's a great advice, yeah. Even when you fail and you fuck up a show or something doesn't work out, or I don't know, everything can happen and everything happens every day, Like you can have a bad mood every day because something small happened. Learn from it.
Yeah.
Nothing is the end of anything,
That's
Like
true.
you can always raise yourself up and like knock yourself on the wall or something and say, okay, I keep going.
Yeah.
And that's connecting to the plan B.
Yeah.
You don't have plan B. You have to make it work. So
Yeah,
find a
that's
way
it. Find a
to
way.
just like get up, get your shit together, and
do
keep
it.
going.
Life is never gonna throw something at you that you can't handle, ever.
Luciana, thank you so much for coming.
Thank
and
you.
I will see you next Friday. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yay!
I love you guys. Bye.